Hey there, in this video you are going to see a comprehensive tour of the Margaritaville Lake Resort on Lake Conroe in Conroe, Texas. I will show you the 5 pools, the restaurants, the gorgeous lobby, the St. Somewhere Spa, the golf club, and a sneak peek of the Jimmy Buffett Presidential Suite. Some travel tips about the Margaritaville Lake Resort are going to be sprinkled throughout this video, so don't miss those. This Jimmy Buffett Resort has been totally redesigned so that they meet the state and federal COVID standards, and they have done quite a thorough job. When you arrive at the Margaritaville Lake Resort in Lake Conroe, your worries just automatically melt away. The surfboard fence is just one clever detail helping you feel like you're on a Caribbean island and you've just found your lost shaker of salt. You can self-park your car or you can valet it. Because of COVID, the valet drivers are going to clean every surface that they touch when they get out of your car, as well as change their gloves. They have a huge valet team who can even park your 9-wheel blue and white traveling machine. A travel tip for when you arrive is to send one of your family members to the check-in desks so they can start standing in line. Margaritaville Lake Resort in Conroe is the only one in Texas. It is an hour due north of Houston, 3.5 hours or less from Austin, Dallas, San Antonio. It is going to serve 20 million Texans. It'll take you about 20 minutes to get to the resort after you get off of I-45. Unfortunately, this Margaritaville location is not pet friendly yet. You're going to check in by the giant flip-flop and do not miss that pop top. Your family can sit on one of the sofas that are in the lobby, or just tell them to go straight back to the back door and they'll have tons of sofas and Adirondack chairs that all have a lake view while they wait for you. You will have room to be socially distant by quite a distance because they have over 168 lakefront acres. Joe Merchant's Coffee and Provisions is to the left, right when you walk in the entrance doors. If anybody wants to get a snack while they wait, that is where you can find the Starbucks coffee and snacks, food, sodas. They also have pizza that our teenagers wanted at noon and at 9:30, and the pizza was made to order for them. A travel tip for the Margaritaville Lake Resort is to order your fancy Starbucks coffees like lattes and cappuccinos there and Joe Merchant's, because the restaurants do not have those available. And do not forget to pack an aluminum mug to put your coffee in or your fruity drinks in, especially in the morning, so that you can walk along the beautiful lakefront little path that they have while everyone else is asleep. It is just gorgeous. I'll give you some other things to not forget at the very end of this video. Joe Merchant's is huge. There's lots of space to have a little quiet corner to get some work done or some school learning done. And I just particularly like that they have surfboard shaped tables. It just all adds to the vibe. If you do want to get work or learning done here, you will always have a lake view. It's just gorgeous, especially back in the back. There are some tables by themselves back there that have a huge floor to ceiling window with a lake view. And don't worry, the only thing you might catch is a touch of island fever. Margaritaville is not a hotel. It is a lake resort in Houston's backyard. They want you to feel that Jimmy Buffett laid-back island vibe while having impressive surroundings, including their margarita glass chandeliers. You feel like the resort is a tropical oasis, a cheeseburger in paradise kind of escape from your troubles. You can work here, learn here, and play here. There's free Wi-Fi resort-wide. You have large work or online learning tables in all of the luxury suites and cottages. From Houston, we've been hearing about this new Margaritaville Lake Resort in Conroe, and so I was able to visit right before Labor Day when our team was still doing online learning, so he got to experience that. But he thought that online learning was at its best in the sofa bed. And a sofa bed does come in all of the luxury suites. Your kids will have access to 3 completely fenced-in pools. There's the baby pool with the sunshades above it. There is the Lone Palm Bar. There are restrooms inside that fenced-in area. There are 2 large water slides in this bucket fort splash zone to make a total of 3 pools. Plus, you have the lazy river where your inner tubes are hand cleaned by a helpful worker there. The wristbands will get you into the fenced-in pool areas. They are going to get you into your suite, as well as make the elevators go up and down. And I say that because this one family had no clue how to use that to get the elevator to move. A travel tip for your wristbands at the resort is to wear them on your right wrist. Just trust me, when you're trying to unlock your door by scanning your barcode, it just is easier on the right than the left because your arm keeps getting in the way. And this may be picky, but I really appreciate how smooth the wristbands are. Like, you don't even know you're wearing them. They don't poke into your skin like some of the ones I've had before. There's one long pool by the 5 o'clock somewhere bar, and then attached to that is an elevated pool, and that's the one that can be heated all year round. They don't need to heat it in the summer. Since Margaritaville is about 2 months old, they are still learning and adapting, but they are really listening to the customers and their employees. But one of the concerns was the shade over the swim up bar. So in the heat of the day, that's going to be completely shaded for you as the customer and the employees. A travel tip for a busy day at the Margaritaville Lake Resort is to order your food and drink behind the swim up bar. You can just walk up and there's plenty of shade for you to stand. Those waiters and waitresses at the pools are very busy, so don't wait for them to come to your chair, you go to them. I had my favorite drink, the 5 o'clock somewhere, every day while I was there. And I can't help but wonder, what would Jimmy Buffett do? Another travel tip for the swimming pool is if it's really hot and stagnant, find a chair that is underneath the License to Chill Bar and Grill sign. Up there on a 99-degree day, I had a breeze. That chair with the breeze is going to be behind the elevated negative edge pool. I about fell asleep along the edge of that negative edge pool. I could have stayed there all season and ended up with nothing but a brand new tattoo. You are going to have such a good time. Every employee I talked to seemed happy to work there. One waitress said that she drives over 45 minutes, and then she added, if that tells you anything. I mean, that tells you that it's worth it to them to work there, like they're happy. The License to Chill Bar and Cafe is where we ate breakfast every morning of our stay there. I highly recommend that you eat outside on their vast patio. The views are amazing. There's a secret little spot that I'll share on Instagram where it's way in the corner of the patio. It's just so peaceful. You can also eat lunch and dinner there. They have sandwiches, wraps, a nice wine list, but shorts and t-shirts are always allowed. They want you to be relaxed on your vacation. Remember that if you do want a fancy coffee in the morning, to make sure you get it at Joe Merchant's. There are 2 hot tubs. One is in the Jollymon Water Park area that's fenced in, and one is behind that negative edge pool in the other fenced in area. The family-friendly activities you are going to be a part of are much like the activities you would have on a cruise ship. They might have the last man standing contest where it's a dance-off for the men. You can learn how to fold towels into animal shapes. They have a big bucket pong, family karaoke. I highly recommend treating your family to a boat rental. You can do it right on site. I highly recommend that you call ahead before you even get to the resort because they fill up fast. When you walk out the front doors, you turn to the right, and that's where you get the boat. And they're very helpful. They teach you everything you need to know. They give you a map of the lake. They give you their phone number. And do not forget to get Jimmy Buffett's boat drink from the 5 o'clock somewhere bar. If you walk past that Einstein's boat rental area, you're going to see the Fins Up Fitness Center. And then totally treat yourself, especially if you're having a bachelorette weekend or a girls trip or a couples trip. Or if you're there all by yourself, which I hope to do sometimes, treat yourself to a massage. I got a facial that lasted 45 minutes. The spa is 18,000 square feet large. Even the employees' voices are soft and soothing to listen to. They want you to enjoy your relaxation after your massage or your treatment. So they want you to extend that by having a seat in the chairs inside or outside by the pools. They want you to take a shower. Be sure to not miss the free 360-degree shower. And I emphasize free because I would have paid to take a shower in there. It was so glorious. If you want to just practice putting a couple of times, there's even that section for you at the spa. They even have a full hair salon there. If you do want to practice your golf game, I highly recommend the golf club at the Margaritaville Lake Resort. You can top it off at the Playin' Around Cafe afterwards. They also have the Twilight round of golf, and do not miss the tee markers. They're in the shape of fins, and the employees at the Margaritaville made these tee markers on all of the holes. You can play putt-putt at the Parrot Island mini golf. You can play pickleball or tennis, and all of that equipment can be found at the front desk. Do not miss the Landshark Bar and Grill, especially at lunch. They have a Caribbean chicken salad that is 1 large and 2 delicious. There is a mango ranch dressing that tastes nothing like ranch dressing, but it's light and refreshing with just enough of the mango flavor. I love it. You can notice that since we're in Texas, they do serve tortilla strips on the Caribbean salad. The teenagers got really filling fish tacos. There was actually fish in there. And I had a luau burger, which was great. And when I was at the pool by myself, I had like an entire thing of French fries. If you order the French fries at the pool, they come in a container like that big, almost as big as my carry-on suitcase. Besides the food, the Landshark Bar and Grill has a wraparound porch that seems to always have a breeze, but it's also air conditioned. They have live music in the evenings. They have this gorgeous, way spread out fire pit area where I met a couple of families and couples that were there. There was a local family there. This is right in our backyard. And also beside the Landshark, there are these like little individual first come, first served thatched roof tables. They're really busy on the weekends, so make sure you get there. If you are a local who is eating at the Landshark Bar and Grill and you pull up, there are boat attendants that will see your boat come up to one of those slips. At night, I saw a married couple who was local to Conroe in Landshark. I mean, it's that good of a restaurant. If you are a member or a guest of the Margaritaville Lake Resort, you are the only ones allowed to enter the Lone Palm Pool Bar and the 5 o'clock Somewhere Bar. And the other restaurants on the resort are open to the public. That would be the Landshark Bar and Grill, the License to Chill Cafe and Bar, Joe Merchant's Coffee and Provisions, and don't forget about the Playin' Around Cafe at the golf club. Like I said earlier, you can work here, learn here, and play here. In the 32 lakefront cottages, you've got the microwave, you've got the Keurig, a little wet bar kind of kitchen, no burners or anything like that. You have the college size or the hotel room size refrigerator in there. You've got a bean bag, which I think is so cozy, the pull-out sofa bed. Some of the cottages have a loft, and the lofts have about 4 foot of standing room, but if you are on a budget, you can fit 6 people in a cottage. So one tip for staying in the cottages is that your more affordable route. And then another tip is, because of COVID, they have these little bitty trash cans in there, and you are going to make a lot more trash probably. So I would suggest bringing your own trash bag and just having it, and then setting up with the front desk for someone to come pick it up for you. Inside the main resort tower, there is the Parakeets Kids Club on the 2nd floor. You can see it if you're standing inside the lobby. So you'll go up to the 2nd floor, but the confusing thing is that you have to walk through an arcade to get to that kids club, and the kids club is for when they can have daycare again because of COVID, but I don't want you to think that you're just walking into an arcade. And then also, if you're a teenager or an adult, don't think that you're only walking into the kids club. That arcade that's up there is Fin City Arcade. It is for all ages, but the sign on the door says Parakeets Kids Club. And another tip for the arcade is to be sure to bring your actual credit card. You cannot charge it to your room or anything like that. Margaritaville Lake Resort can host a slew of conferences or events. They have an amphitheater. They'll host sports banquets if we can have those again, proms if we can have those again. Their IACC approved meeting center is 72,000 square feet. They have 19 rooms for you to have a meeting in. They just hosted a comedy club, and they were socially distanced. They had food, drinks, and they sold out. Since the resort is so new, they are going to be constantly adding new activities. So be sure to check back here, because in the description box below, I'm going to be adding all of the new things that they are launching for you. I wanted to tell you 3 ideas of places that you could take pictures. My number 1 almost hidden spot is by Landshark. You go to the dock by Landshark and take a left. You just meander along that little trail, and then you're gonna see a larger dock that is completely shaded by these huge trees, and you're overlooking the lake. Take a picture there. Everybody takes their picture in the big yellow chair by Landshark Bar and Grill. Another spot is right below the hostess desk of the License to Chill Bar and Cafe. You're going to go outside. There's a little pool area with a white and blue wall that I think would be pretty. If you go out the entrance doors, you're going to see the surfboard fence. And then also there's a little pool with parrots, which will be, I'm sure some of you can be very creative with pictures there. There are a lot of local people from Conroe who will pull up their boat and park it a ways off, and they call it the party cove. But they'll just park because the water is like 3 to 4 feet deep off from Land Shark and then off from where you would rent your boats out the front entrance. My family is proof that a change in latitude, even if it's in your backyard, can change your attitude and make a great Christmas picture. The Jimmy Buffett Presidential Suite is a sight to behold. It takes up half of the 20th floor. It is that long. It has a beautiful view. It has a wraparound balcony. The bathroom is the best spot in the entire resort. Be sure to call ahead if you do want to stay in the Presidential Suite. Okay, I asked the staff at the Live Life Like a Song Margaritaville store what the most often forgotten item was, and they said swim diapers, sunscreen, an extra shirt, because a lot of people lose their shirt on the boat. A lot of people have forgotten swimsuits, which is what I almost forgot. They also forget Tums, stuff like that, Tylenol. A lady at the front desk said if you forget any toiletries, to be sure to come by the front desk and they will hit you right up. You may want to bring a soft-sided cooler, a nice bag to take things down to the pool in, and don't forget like a good straw hat that you can wear on the boat. That was from Walmart a few years ago in Hawaii, actually. And this one is one from Amazon. And I'll link those and my cute little Jimmy Buffett inspired t-shirts in the description box too. I'm a Houston pilot wife sharing all things travel to help you travel the globe without a worry in the world. I'll list some travel tip videos and some packing method videos down below, including all of the new rules for flying through airport security that came out this summer for you down below. Be sure to say hey if we have not met yet, and let me know how your resort visit goes if you go. And thank you for the time you took watching this video. I hope it helped you know what to expect.